Hello and welcome to the fourth and rather belated instalment of the Brown Nose India video diary. The reason why it's late in being posted is very simple. Last night the hotel I was staying at didn't have an internet connection. I was staying in a village called Orchha and it was very remote. And even my CDMA card, which normally I can rely on if I can't get a connection in a hotel, didn't function there. Yesterday was another extremely interesting day. We started off with another long journey, around 4 hours, and stopped off at a village called Datia. Now overlooking the village was a Maharaja's palace from about 400 years ago, and it was very impressive as we wound our way up through the village to see it. One of the sort of interesting things about it was that nobody was really looking after it at all. There was no admission fee. When we got there, we were just accosted by a rather grizzled looking old guide who asked us to sign in a visitor's book and then took us up and showed us around. He even had to carry his torch with him to take us up through some of the darkened staircases. I'm not sure it would pass any health and safety regulations in England or any other countries. But inside it was absolutely fascinating. There were 7 stories in all, and there was a lot of wonderful architecture, as well as some great murals of Krishna frolicking around with some gopis, otherwise called cowgirls. So that was very, very interesting. But when we reached Orchha, about an hour further down the road, I think I came to one of my favourite places in India. It was a small village of only around 7,000 people, and again it had a palace. But I think more what I enjoyed was hanging around in the village square and just watching life go by. In the square there's also a temple to Rama, and in the evening at 8 o'clock and in the morning at 8 o'clock they have a ceremony there to worship him. And we went to the evening ceremony last night, and it was very atmospheric, and it was very interesting to watch the devotees making their devotions to the god. So definitely, although it's a little bit off the beaten track, I'd really recommend Orchha, although I hope that in the future it will have an internet connection. Today we had yet another long ride, and hopefully this will be the last one of the trip. Another 5 hours down to a place called Khajuraho, which is where I am now. This is very famous for the romantic, if you like, sculptures in its temples. And later on this afternoon, once the heat has died down, I'm going to go and have a look at them for the first time. So I think I'll close off there, and I'll be posting my next update certainly within the next 24 hours, and covering some of the wonders of Khajuraho.